It is Sunday morning, and today I'm helping Brandon. I was gonna cut some logs today, but Brandon called me yesterday afternoon, wanted to know if I could help him move some dirt, so I said yes. And this is the third load we've hauled this morning. Brandon, he's playing on the skid steer this time, but we're loading up their dump truck. The old Caterpillar makes pretty quick work of it. Brandon was using this little tractor, and I mean, it got the job done. The dirt was a little wetter then than it is now. I mean, it's dried out quite a bit, and it's pretty hard digging. It really is. Like I said, this is our third load, and I loaded the other two loads. And even though we can load them in probably 10 minutes, load that truck. It's not a big truck, but we can load it up in about 10 minutes. But that dirt's hard. I mean, it takes quite a bit of digging with the skid steer there to. It's a good thing we've got that heavy tooth bucket, and I really need my weights on. I'm waiting for my weights to come in for the skid steer. I need those for a lot of reasons, not just digging dirt, because even though I really enjoy doing this, it's fun, but I'm not a dirt guy. He's a little more suited for doing this type of work than I am. But I do enjoy getting to play. It's kind of a nice change of pace, and it's a fun little Sunday project. I mean, it's nice to kind of step away from logging for a day. I wasn't going to hit it real hard today anyway, truth be known. But if we had the weights on, that extra weight, it'd help the digging a little better. That old truck, it's a real peach. I think it's got an L10 Cummins in it. She is not blessed with power. Me and Brandon were kind of discussing the horsepower, and of course I said 250 because we had an International like that one time with an L10 for a log truck. And Brandon thought it might have 280 in it, but regardless, it's not a lot of power. She is not a powerhouse. But it's good for doing little things like this. So it's handy to have around. Of course, that skid steer, it's a good pair for that truck. I mean, it can load it up fairly quick, even with that little bucket on there. You can see it kind of tipping there. Like I said, really need those weights on the back. We're just waiting on them to come in. I'd like to put about 500 pounds on the back of it. When the day comes and I trade this machine off, I think I'll just go ahead and step up to the 299, because they are, I think, the only difference. Don't quote me on this, but I think the only difference in the 289 and the 299 is operating weight. I think the 99s are a little heavier. But if you watch here real quick, you'll see that the back end of that skid steer will get to bouncing a little bit. But I mean, these XHD attachments, they're really heavy built attachments. You can see you kind of tipping there a little bit. So the bucket's already heavy. I've got the XHD buckets, the XHD forks, and the XHD brush grapple. And you ain't got to worry about tearing them up. I'll put it that way. I mean, they are extremely well built. Around here. Let's go up top and get a shot there. Now this is actually my cousin's farm right here, this little piece we're on. And the river's back off there, kind of underneath the bluff. Of course, all the river bottom up through here is in corn. Man, over the years, me and my dad have cut a lot of timber through here. I mean, a lot of timber in these old river bottoms. Even on this place here, the next couple places down this road, this dirt road here actually dead ends right down here. Man, it's just, it was a great place to grow up. Like I said, this is my cousin's ground. And my cousin, it's actually his grandparents' ground, but in high school, we used to throw parties down here. Don't tell nobody. I mean, that's been 15 years ago, but yeah, we used to call them the old gravel pit parties, because that's what this is, an old clay gravel pit up here in the hills. And right here, it's not much gravel. It's just, there's a little bit of gravel in this stuff. It's mainly fill dirt. But the gravel pit's on over here, and there's no telling how many hundreds of loads of clay gravels come out of this hillside here. I mean, they've probably hauled enough clay gravel out of here to pay for this place time and time again. Even though the farm here's been in the family for years. That side of the family's had it. You can kind of stand up here on the edge, try not to fall over. And it's hard to see, of course. You can't see nothing when you're putting it in there. You're kind of going by feel. There we go. You're going by feel. There we go. You got it. A lot of times you got to kind of take the bucket, put it down, push that dirt over. Of course, you don't want to dump in the same place every time. Just kind of reposition yourself. But yeah, the old skid steer does pretty good here. See, if we had a little more weight, the tracks wouldn't spin quite as bad. Every time I see those tracks spin, I just see dollars flying off of them. If that old thing raised about a foot higher, it'd be ideal for this. Of course, I didn't buy it to do this kind of work, so. But it's, like I said, it's fun to do this. It's nice to have the ability to do it. Just like today, I think we'll spend all day. Brandon's got some other little things he's wanting to do, and I don't have nothing to do today, so I just soon do this. I don't care much for football, especially with all these guys not standing for the national anthem. That junk, overpaid clowns is all they are, so I'm not going to spend my time watching them this year. These little side projects are actually kind of fun. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. Like I said, if you've seen the video I posted this morning, I meant to post it yesterday. I'm still trying to learn the ins and outs of this phone. The app I had to edit videos, I don't have it. I've got a different app I'm playing with now to try to get these videos edited. Brandon thinks he kind of knows what the problem with my GoPro is, so we're going to try to fix that later. He said something about formatting the SD card, so we'll try that. But thanks a lot for watching. I've seen a few comments about retrieving stuff from my old phone. A lot of the stuff I've been able to retrieve from the cloud and my Google account on Verizon. So we were able to retrieve the biggest part of it, which is good. I did lose a few things. I lost some pictures I didn't have stored to the cloud or whatever. Which, like I said, the disheartening part was not being able to see that video from Friday. I was really wanting to show those big walnut trees and what we were doing up there at the brush grapple and everything. It was really it was a pretty cool day at work. Just Dad was really impressed too, getting to see that brush grapple in action and how we can benefit the company as a whole using those kind of tools and attachments. And it's nice to have the versatility to do that. Some days I can't talk, but it's good to be versatile. It's good to have the tools you need to do different jobs. I mean, we can't do every job with the skid steer. We sure can't. The next few jobs I got, the skid steer will probably be present, but we sure can't extract logs with it. We just can't do it. I'm sure some people would try, but I'm not about to take that high-dollar toy into the brush and tear it to pieces. I basically bought it just to work open ground, pile logs, clean brush, do little jobs. I'm not going to bury it off in the timber. So some jobs we can do, some jobs we can't. I've got several more jobs just for the skid steer, but this week, starting tomorrow, we'll be back on a log skidder. So we'll be doing things, we'll be back to skidding logs. Guys, thanks a lot for watching as always. Like I said, apologize again for the phone loss and all that junk. Like I said, I kicked myself over that video because we don't get to cut big trees like that every day. And I'll go back over the log pile one day this week and I'll show you what was there as far as size and volume, just to give you an idea what it looked like, those trees look like, because they're uncommon trees anymore. We don't, especially to cut that many big trees on one job. Like I said, 4 trees that went over 1,000 board feet on the walnut end. Big trees. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Turner Logging LLC. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Always like hearing from you guys. Timber Tracker on Instagram and Facebook. Logger Threads, Instagram and Facebook. And I hope to see a lot of you guys at Cambridge, at the Paul Bunyan Show here in about a month. I'm gonna make the trip out there. I've never been to a logging expo. I'm pretty excited about that. I'd like to see some of you guys out there. You know, I talk to you over YouTube, talk to you on Facebook. I'd like to go out there, meet you, shake your hand. We'll see some cool logging stuff. Guys, we're gonna go back to pointing in the dirt. We'll talk to you later. Have a good Sunday.